Episode 10, When the Heart Bleeds. Lillian awoke with a sharp pain in her chest, not physical, but emotional. The pressure of the past few days had seeped into her dreams. She dreamt of running through a burning building, Kennedy calling her name from the flames, and Vanessa standing outside, smiling. The nightmare was a mirror of her reality. She sat up slowly and checked her phone. There were no new messages from Kennedy, but a chilling notification caught her eye. Breaking, Lillian Bakare, named in Okaru Properties scandal as alleged co-conspirator. She froze. Her throat went dry. No. Kennedy was already at the firm when Lillian burst through the doors. His team was scrambling, phones ringing off the hook, reporters swarming the front of the building like vultures. When she reached his office, she found him standing by the window, motionless. She didn't speak. She just showed him her phone. He took one look and cursed under his breath. "She dragged you into it." Lillian nodded, her voice barely audible. "She's not stopping." Kennedy turned to her, rage and heartbreak in his eyes. "She's doing this because she knows I won't survive it if you go down." "And if I stay," Lillian said, tears forming, "I could lose everything I've worked for." They stood in silence, not because they didn't love each other, but because they were realizing just how powerless love could feel when pitted against evil. Across town, in a dusty, poorly lit office filled with surveillance equipment, a man named Oba watched the entire mess unfold on his screen. He zoomed in on the footage of Vanessa meeting with a judge behind closed doors. Oba was a private investigator. Discreet, ruthless, and expensive, Daniel had hired him behind Kennedy's back. Oba picked up his phone. "I have something. Vanessa bribed a judge. He's the one fast-tracking her civil suit." Daniel exhaled. "How solid is it?" "Crystal. I've got video, audio, timestamps, and a signed check." Daniel's lips curled into a smile. "Then we might just have a fighting chance." Back in Kennedy's apartment, Lillian stared out the window, lost in thought. He walked up behind her and placed his arms around her waist. She didn't move. "I've dragged you into this," she whispered. "You walked into it with me," he replied. "That's different." She turned to face him, her eyes glassy. "But I'm scared, Kennedy. I'm scared of what she'll do next. I don't know how to fight someone who doesn't feel pain." He leaned in and kissed her forehead. "You don't have to fight her alone. We're in this together." Her voice cracked. "But what if love isn't enough?" Kennedy took her hands in his. "Then we'll build something stronger than love, loyalty, truth, us." They held each other tighter that night. Not out of passion, but necessity. As if their very survival depended on the warmth between them, because in many ways, it did. The next day, Vanessa arrived at the courthouse, confident in her power. Cameras flashed. She wore victory like a perfume, intoxicating and loud, but inside the courtroom, things didn't go as planned. Daniel stood, calm and composed. "Your Honor, we have evidence that the plaintiff, Ms. Vanessa Okoye, has attempted to tamper with this court by bribing a sitting judge." Gasps echoed through the room. Vanessa's face drained of color. The judge examined the footage and documents. Silence fell. "This court finds sufficient cause to dismiss the civil suit pending a full investigation into Ms. Okoye's conduct." Kennedy reached out and grabbed Lillian's hand. Vanessa stood, fury in her eyes. "This isn't over." Kennedy stood tall. "No, Vanessa, it is." Back at their apartment, Lillian and Kennedy collapsed into the couch, exhausted. "You did it," Lillian whispered. "We did it," he corrected. She rested her head on his chest. "Is it really over?" Kennedy didn't answer immediately. "The legal battle might be, but healing, that will take time." She nodded. "But we'll do it together?" He kissed her gently. "Always." Outside, the sky began to rain. Not a storm, not chaos, just a soft, cleansing rain, like the heavens knew their hearts had bled enough. And maybe, just maybe, it was time for something new to grow.